you should feel exhausted every single day. If you don't push yourself as much as you possibly can till the end of the day, you won't sleep and you won't feel as fulfilled as you can. I honestly think this is like number one metric as to how good will I feel the next day, how good will I feel the moment I get in bed, and just your overall sense of fulfillment. It's all based off all the effort that you put in throughout the day. And if you just put in half of what you know you could have put in, you won't feel as good. You won't, because you didn't lay it all out on the field. And this is what leads to happiness and fulfillment more than anything. Peace. I really do think there's like this really funny saying people say about dogs where they're like, yeah, a tired dog is a happy dog. It's funny because everyone says this thing, a tired dog is a happy dog. And it's true. If you've ever had a dog, when you take the dog out and let's say one day you take him out more than usual, you're like really running with the dog, you're throwing a ball around, whatever. He's chasing around a fucking duck or something. And then when you get home after this massive trip you have with this dog that's more than usual, what you're gonna notice he's gonna be all tired, but he's also gonna be like happy. Like you could just sense it. You could just sense how like the more tired the animal is, the more content the animal is. That's kind of the word, content. It's actually really interesting. So it's funny because people know this. And also, and by the way, and the dog will sleep very, very well. So people know that like if you take a dog out and you really push him and make him do a lot of things, he's gonna come back home more content. He's gonna sleep more better, and yeah, he's just gonna be more grateful to you. So it's really crazy because even though that's a fucking dog, I'm telling you right now, the metaphor, it works on humans. It's the same thing. We're no different. We're animals. And we're the same way. When we go out and we push ourselves and we really exert ourselves on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever you want to talk about. When you push yourself in all areas, especially in that area that you know you got to push yourself in, whatever you're lacking in, and you get home and you just sit in your bed and you're like, wow, I just pushed myself more than I thought I could have. And you feel that sense of exhaustion overwhelm you. That's how you should be living every day. That's what leads to happiness and peace. That's what allows you to sleep so good and deep. I'm convinced any man that can't sleep well, you don't push yourself hard enough. You're being called to do something more, and essentially you're just not pushing hard enough. That's all it is. So here are some tips. Some easy tips. Get more steps in every day. Walk around more. That's one tip. Another tip. Work out every single day. Push yourself in some way every single day. And no, the walking does not count. That is on top of the workout. Me personally, 6 times a week, I weightlift. And on the 7th day, I kind of do whatever I want. I could play a sport. I could run if I want to. I don't run every day because running doesn't help your testosterone too much. I could do HIIT cardio. I could just work on abs more, right? That's my 7th day. And besides the working out every day and the steps, another way to push yourself is be more social. Talk to more strangers. How many strangers do you talk to a day? Probably not much. Do more. And no, your work does not count. It does not count. Talk to more strangers. Make more friends. Make more phone calls. Send your family more love. What else? Make more content. If you're a content creator, make content every day. What the fuck? You can't just make it once a week. Every day. You don't gotta post it every day, but every day make some content. Right now, what am I doing? I'm doing this every day. I never stop. I won't stop. What else? Oh, here's a really good one. Every little task you're doing, whether it is a workout, whether it is making that call, whether it is anything, literally anything, even if it's just walking, like me walking on this fucking thing, put your all into it. Put your all into it. Don't just half-ass it. That's another interesting metric, which is like the effort itself, the intensity itself. Because, for example, you could walk 20,000 steps, you could make 2 pieces of content, you could work out to go to the gym, you could do all these things, but what's the intensity at? When you walk those steps, were you just fucking barely there? Was your mind somewhere else, or were you like really trying to fucking walk? When you're making the content, are you really trying to make good content? Or are you half-assing it? That's the other metric. And when you were pushing the weight, were you really pushing that fucking weight? Were you pushing it like there was nothing more important in that moment? That's a really good metric that you guys need to max the fuck out. So on everything that you are pushing yourself in, max out the intensity. Max it the fuck out. And if you do all these things all day and you push yourself really hard in every single moment, your level of exhaustion is going to increase towards the end of the day. It's not in the moment though. In the moment you actually get energized. It's more like once you're in bed and you're just like, damn, that was a crazy day. And then you just sleep so good. Which is actually my final point here, which is when you do the things I'm telling you, it's not like you get tired from them necessarily. It's just like when the dog is running around playing. He's not tired in that moment. He's actually very energized, super happy, euphoric. So all these things actually boost your frequency. All these things boost your energy. They boost your frequency. It isn't until they're all said and done and you're laying in bed and you're relaxing and your body knows it's about to go to bed, that's when you feel the exhaustion. It's a really good feeling. It's not bad. So that's it, boys. Push yourself on all levels and everything. And all those things you're pushing yourself in, make sure you're putting more intensity. We'll talk soon. Have a great day. Peace.